me finish getting set up here. Okay. Testing, hopefully testing. Let me make sure. What? I don't know what that means. Connect what? Hold on. Let me make sure it is doing what I intend it to do. Let's see. Let me edit this. Let me make sure. This is supposed to use that. So we'll find out. And then, hello, folks. Please let me know if you can hear me on TikTok. Hello. We're doing a dual stream here on TikTok and on the tube. So, yeah, visit me on both. So give me a moment. I'm making sure that I am broadcasting correctly on the tube. All right, so hopefully they can hear me over here. Please let me know in the chat if you can hear me there. Hello, sweet tea. Good evening. Give me just a moment, folks. All right. Well, we'll find out in a little while if the tube did what, or is going to do what I hope it does. But anyway, welcome to my live. It's been a fun day today. So I always say this when I come live. I did intend to come on a couple of things. One, make sure everything was set up the way I wanted it to be set up. And also, I was actually supporting one of our friends here on TikTok, who she says everything that I want to say, but she does a much better job. Welcome in. All right, so what are we going to talk about today? So a couple of things I wanted to talk about. And the first thing is, you know that oftentimes I co-host with two of our friends, Yo Creations and Platinum Creative Designs. And in one of our sessions last week, if you remember, we were pressing, we're pressing shirts. I pressed a couple of, like, a shirt and a sweatshirt. Hello, Miss Gail. And D with Your Creations pressed something. And we were talking about one of my designs. And I'll go into all of that because I had a revelation during that I hadn't had before. Yeah, that sounds right. But I was pressing my designs. I'm showing everyone, and one of our friends, and I hope she comes in because I didn't get a message from her, and I wanted to share something with her. So hopefully she comes in here. Good evening, everyone. Welcome in. Please tap the screen if you don't mind. I'd like to get to, we'll start with 10,000 likes, and then we'll go from there. And that's just a couple of taps. Tap. Yes, and please share the live. I'd appreciate it. All right, there's this little button down here, and I'm trying to figure out why it's highlighting. I don't know why it's highlighting people, but I'll just tap some people and see what happens. I don't know why it's highlighting people. Okay, well, I'll do that. So thank you for liking the live, Miss Gail. So I have a design and it's called Melanated. Actually, in my collection, I have a whole collection that's about melanated. And I'll talk a little bit about my collection because the revelation that I came to um, was I haven't done a good job about letting you all know about what I do, what Black Unicorn is, why I founded it, and really what it is. Because when people were talking about, and giving me suggestions, which I appreciate all the suggestions, but they're giving me suggestions of how different colors and things to do with the design um, that were not really um, not it, right? And I realized that, and what came from that, I asked um, Sean from Platinum Creative. She asked me about doing a different color shirt or something, and I asked her, well, didn't you get the memo? My colors are black. I do everything in black, right? Black or white. So that's my base color, either black or white. Um, and my signature color is this blue here, right? So with my signature collection, that is what I create in. There is no other substitute color, right? Um, and I realized that I haven't done a really good job letting people know why that is or what the collection is. So part of what I'm going to do at the top of this live is really reintroducing myself and hopefully properly introducing myself so you all know who I am, what I do, why I founded Black Unicorn One, and subsequently the marketplace. So um, gonna gonna talk about that. Again, what is Black Unicorn One? Why I created it. We're going to review the products or the collection that is an exclusive collection. Okay, this is part of one of the items that's on the collection. I will be during this live. Um, there are items in my collection that I will be offering for a introductory kind of flash sale. That's only going to be available while I'm live, and I'll explain how to take advantage of that. So we'll talk about that. Um, we're also going to review some other things as far as other offerings that I provide and give you some examples that really have to center around AI. Some of you may know that I do have um, a sorry, something's blinking at me. I do have a AI prompt checklist, which is a digital journal, and that is in my bio, in my link. So I offer that. I'm going to talk more about that because I'm very intentional about helping all of you, my fellow friends, my fellow business owners, right? Or even upstart business owners, or if you are, you know, I don't like using the word side hustle, but if that's what you do, I really want to get across the importance of learning AI prompting. And there's something that happened yesterday that's going to make this even more and more important. So I'm going to push heavier on getting content out to you all, getting other checklists out to you. So that you have what you need to get started with this. And I'll circle back to that. So there's a couple of things I want to go over. So first of all, again, I want to welcome you all to my live, and the discussion today really is centered around getting focused, right? So with that, let me reintroduce myself. um, let me check on the live stream here. I'm not sure that they can hear me. over here, but we'll see at the end of this. So for those of you that just joined, welcome in. I am live streaming on TikTok up there and the tube here. I do have a tube channel. Please feel free, and I hope that you will join me on my tube channel. The link is also in my bio, so please click that. And when you do, let me know if you can hear me over here. It doesn't say whether you can or not, so I have to tinker with that a little bit more. Thank you so much for the like scale. I appreciate that. All right, so let me go back here. So what is Black Unicorn One? So Black Unicorn One is really an empowerment brand. Okay, it is a brand. It's a brand I started creating it in 2019. And I created it because it came from my transition back home from Arizona, where I lived for 12 years. And some things were happening in Arizona, and this was 2018, that really were the catalyst and the upstart for what's happening with the United States right now. It was during the first Orange Menace administration, and there was a lot of emboldenment things going on. And when I realized that something was going on, I thought, and actually I listened to my higher power. Whether you're religious or not, it doesn't matter. I'm very spiritual, and I listen. I've learned to listen when my higher power tells me something or is talking to me. Plus, I was wondering what was going on. I lived a very, very comfortable existence in Arizona. I had no intention of coming back to Cali as when I did. None at all. I figured eventually, maybe someday, right? But I had no intention, right? I was very comfortable, living a very comfortable life in the AZ. I started my first business there, and I'll get into that story later, because that is very important to understand my origin of starting businesses, because a lot of people are feeling that right now, right? Dissatisfied with corporate life, understanding that their corporate employer doesn't give a blank, blank, blank about them. They're making lots of money for the corporation and very little for themselves. And they figure, you know what, I can do this for myself, right? So that was the origin of how I got started with micropreneurship. And I bootstrapped everything. I saved what I had from my corporate job, and I prepared for my business while I was employed. So by the time they fired me, and I will tell you why they fired me, some of you won't be surprised. Long and short, I told my boss that they needed to speak with me with respect, and they didn't like that. So that was the onset for her preparing to find my replacement. So because I'm a smart Black woman, apparently not everyone knows that we actually can think, right? But because I am smart, I was able to figure out when they found my replacement and who it was, and basically how much time I had. So by the time that whole termination came about, I was ready for it. In fact, towards the end, I was like, come on already, right? Because literally it was about 2 months from beginning to actual termination before it actually happened. And, I guess I should be, it says something to, how easily I was replaced, which I guess wasn't very easy. But at the end of it, I just wanted to go. I was ready to go. And so from that, I started Crystal Daisy Concierge Services, and it just took off from there. Um, and I'm giving you that little tidbit because I want those of you who are looking to and thinking to yourself, oh, should I just leave my job? What do I do? How do I get started? Um, I say this for as an inspiration to you that you can do it. If you really want to, you can do it. Don't, don't wait for someone else to make the decision for you before you take a stand for yourself. That's the best advice I can give you. Hello, Teas Crafts, welcome. That's the best advice I can give you, right? Make your plan now for your exit. And that goes with any job. Anytime you're employed with someone else, make your exit plan, right? Nothing's guaranteed. The days of pension are long gone. Those have been gone a long time ago. Even worse now, because now the Orange Menace is trying to take them from, your grandparents that have been on a pension and have been retired for years. Like, really? So all that, and this is not a political discussion tonight, but I'm just saying it's really not guaranteed. Okay. And then if you look at what happened today, every day there's a new ridiculousness, right? And that's the best I can say. So again, there are a lot of distractions right now, but we need to focus and refocus on what we need to do. Okay. And I'm here to help you as your business coach, to hold you by the hand and say, here we go, we're going. This is what we're doing. And it's not as hard as people think too much about it, right? That's true. Exactly. It is, right? T, I need to know your name, unless you want me to call you T. T's Crafts. We overthink so much of all this, right? It is not as hard as we try or as other people make it out to be. And when I say other people, again, I'm only going to talk through my experience. You can chime in and give your experience, but people, thank you, T's Creations. I appreciate the heart puffs. People, meaning family, friends, co-workers, colleagues, friends of friends, cousins, right? As well-intentioned as they may be, sometimes they cannot see past their own vision, their own reality. And sometimes their reality can stunt your growth and what you're trying to do in your reality. Remember, your vision was given to you. It wasn't given to them. Okay. So if they don't understand it, that's okay. It's important that you understand it and get with a group of people that can uplift and help you and help you sustain your motivation, be an accountability partner. And please join us on the Discord, because we are definitely each other's accountability partners over there. I have the ladies, like last night. I apologize I didn't come live last night, but last night they were saying, hey, are you going live? Where are you? You need to go live. Right? Because we support each other in our goals. I was on Dee's live today supporting her. I don't know if Sean went live yet. Is it 8:00? But anyway, so I say that to say that we all need accountability partners, because we all get, sometimes we'll hear from somebody that kind of puts salt on us, right? I had a friend that asked me, she asked me if I was going to put my collection in Walmart. And I had to pause. I had to pause because, one, I was asking myself, don't you know me at all? I wouldn't. I get toilet paper from Walmart. Why would I put my collection in Walmart? Right? Hi, Dee. Welcome. And no shade on people who would put their collection in Walmart, but that's not for me. That's not my goal, right? And then I saw not even Target at the time. Okay, we're talking about this was in 2024. I think it was like October, November of 2024. But I'm like, not even Target. Like, you had to ask me about Walmart. I was like, okay, and that kind of deflated me, right? So people can be really, really, innocent, and thinking that they're hyping you up. But if they don't know your heart and your vision for what you're creating, it could really sidetrack you, right? It could cause a distraction. Um, Often what just okay. So TikTok is talking to me. Thank you for always coming in and watching my lives and being a great supporter. Creations, I appreciate you. I appreciate. Hello, Mr. Levitt. Welcome in. I appreciate you, Miss Gail. Miss Gail's Fashion Designs. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. And I'm gonna, because Miss Gail is kind of she's very generous and kind of low key. I've been in her live a couple of times. She's just like, "Oh, you don't have to like her. I'm okay with the likes. I love you. You're just awesome." But anyway, Gail's Fashion Designs. She creates rhinestone ink tumblers and T-shirts, and she's at what is it? gfdesigns at gmail.com. So if you are looking to learn even, or just relax, as I was in her live, like completely relaxing because I was just watching all the wonderfulness, please visit her. And I don't want to skip anyone. Let me come over here. Okay, so some of these won't let me open. And Mr. Levitt, I don't see anything in your bio. So put a bio in there, Mr. Levitt. We want to know more about you. We want to know more about you. And of course, most of you already know Yo Creations, Danica with Yo Creations. I should probably say your full name. But let's see. She's helping you scale your business one screen print, DTF transfer, and UV DTF at a time. And she really is. She's got it all. I love just watching what she has coming in and what she creates. And we have T's Craft, and it's cut off. T's Craft Creations. There we go. And she, let me know. I think it's she, right? So, T Craft Creations makes T-shirts and tumblers and sells chenille patches. Chenille patches are very popular. I like it. All right. And I hope I didn't miss anyone, but welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you for sharing the live and tapping it out. So those of you came in and DM talking about, because in our Discord, I mentioned to D that I said, I don't think I'm doing a good job letting people know who I am and what I do. So tonight, off the top, I'm just reintroducing myself and letting people know what I do. Okay, so just gonna finish that story. Is it free? Yeah, Discord. Yes, Discord is free. There's no charge to go over there. You just tap the link in my bio, and you do have to enter like one of your emails, right? Because that's how Discord works. That's how it identifies you. And then just set up your profile, and it's really just your email account. And if you don't mind, for me, I'd appreciate it when you join, put your profile, your TikTok picture as the same as it is on Discord, at least at first, so I know that it's you and not some weird bot. Okay, because I had a couple of friends that came over, and I didn't know it was them because the name was different. And they, just sat there. I'm like, hello. I'm communicating, hello. And took them a while to communicate. But yes, Discord is free and it is open source. So what open source means, for those that don't know what that is, it means it's pretty much free to do what you want with it, right? So it's not like TikTok where you're censored and all that, so completely open. Um, Gail says, I have a Discord, so do I just look for your name? Yes, you can look for my name. And you know what? Let me go find you. Hold on. I could probably look you up if you already have. Are you on Discord right now? If you are, I can just look you up. Or you can go in my my bio in my L tree, and it is the fourth link down. Actually, I will move it up right now. I'll move it up to the top so you can see it easier. Okay, so it's moved to the top for you. All right, and that's for anyone who would like to join. It is moved up to the top. Just go ahead and open that link, and it will bring you right in. Okay, hold on. It says add friend. Gail, can I use the email attached to your profile here? Is that what it's under? Because I can send you a request right now. I'm going to try it. Let me see if it'll just find it under that. Double check. Okay, so it didn't find you. So go ahead and either tell me here in the chat or go ahead and click that link and I'll get you right over. Love to have you over there. All right, so Black Unicorn 1. So anyway, that was going on in Arizona, and I knew something was going on that was beyond my control, right? We only want to focus on our controllables, right? So when I knew there were things going on that were beyond my control, my first thought was, no, I need to get back home. Okay, thank you, Gail. Yeah, let me know. So I immediately, when I say immediately, I immediately called my childhood friend. When I say childhood friend, we've known each other since third grade. Been all through all the college stuff together. Yeah, I missed the birth of her firstborn because I couldn't find the hospital, but that's a whole nother thing. So anyway, called my friend and let her know, I need to get back home. Can you assist me with getting back home? And basically what that meant is I needed a place to stay, right? While I found my own place and all that stuff, right? And within 24 hours, she said yes. And I was off to the races. I sold and donated 80% or more of my loft. I was living in a very nice loft space. And yeah, broke the lease, the whole 9 yards, and sold everything, donated what I couldn't sell. Even my car being left there is a whole different story. Yeah, I'll have to go through that another time. But so within, I would say 3 days, 4 days, I was on my way back to California. Now, coming here was a whole nother experience because there was a whole lot going on in Cali that I was not aware of. But that's for another time. So, so came back home, and my friend's father is like a surrogate father to me. My father passed when I was really, really young. So basically, her father kind of, sort of, became my surrogate father. And so he came over, and he was doing some work in her yard, and we were talking, and he asked me, what was going on in Arizona, like what was happening. And I told him and I said exactly this. I said, I'm not sure. I don't know. I think I'm just a black unicorn. And because he knows, I've grown up with him, he knew what I was talking about. So, and then that conversation sparked me to really define what I meant by that. And really, that discussion is when Black Unicorn 1 was born. And I started working on transitioning my business from that point. Prior to that, my business, and it still is, coaching and development. Um, and it was the space of really um, career starters, career changers, and um, that realm, and professionals. So when I moved back, I still had clients, and I was still working and coaching, and I was doing all my coaching from her kitchen table on Zoom. And so I had to kind of figure that out. But I knew I had to finish up that part of the business because I knew I was transitioning it. And so the transition was, I knew that one of the things I knew I had to do, and the reason why I had to really rebrand my business, is because all growing up, and this would be fitting right now, especially when they're talking about DEI, which when I was growing up, it was called, what was it called? I forgot now. It was called affirmative action. And um, my mind back then, and pretty much all my life through my 30s, 40s, all my life really, I did not take advantage of affirmative action. I did everything I could to not be a part of that group. And I'll tell you why. My And it was all because of how it was presented. My And still is, I am going to be valued for what I bring to the table. No one is going to make money off of me because of my um my race, or my ability, or excuse me, or my disability, or whatever, right? Because we know affirmative action was more than just race, right? It had different components, right? Are you handicapable? Are you this? You have that? Are you ex-military? It's a whole gamut. But for me, I didn't want to be lumped into any of that. I wanted, when I came to the table, that they knew that I am a more than competent person. I didn't, right? And the other parts, me being a Black woman, was just, bonus, right? Icing on the cake, right? Even in college, filling out the college applications, whenever they had that question, I would either put, not wanting to answer. Um, so I just wouldn't put myself in that category. And I was fine with that for pretty much all my life. That's how I filled out applications. People didn't know what I looked like unless they went on LinkedIn, or until I walked in the door. Okay. And that's how I wanted it. What had happened at the tail end of, well, in 2018, 2016 through 2018, you know what happened in 2016, right? people got the idea that it was okay to be emboldened about discussing certain things out in public, right? That you normally don't talk about outside of your kitchen table at home, right? At least that's how I was brought up. What we talk about at the kitchen table does not go outside this house. It's how I was brought up, right? So suddenly, I would hear things like, and I heard this in college one time I gave the professor an earful, but so in college, one of my professors said, well, you're smart for a Black girl. I'm like, is that supposed to be a compliment? I don't even understand you. So that was a whole nother. So that was the only time I heard that though, until 2018, when I would go to a potential client's place of business, ready for them to sign the contract for my services, and they would say, "Oh, you're that," and I don't know if I can use colors on TikTok anymore. I don't know. And at first, I would just blow it off, right? I'm like, okay, whatever. But when it kept happening, I had to step back and go, okay, what's going on? Because now this is a topic of conversation. And for me, I could care less if you don't like me because there's something about me visually that you don't like. That's not my problem. That's your problem, right? But when it becomes a problem for me, it's when you waste my time, right? Because we could have figured that out over the phone, right? Or during a Zoom conversation. You could have opted out instead of wasting my time. So the time that was gas, that was me putting together the portfolio, getting everything ready to work for them, right? Putting together the contract, all the things. And if there's any hesitation or any stumbling block to prevent you from signing the contract, we could have figured that out before I made the trip, right? And before I put all that together. So I was really irritated that my time was wasted. Not that they hesitated because of my melanated beauty. Right? Like that, that doesn't bother me. I don't care about that. Right? That's your issue. It's not my issue. So, but again, it became my issue because I needed people to self-eliminate. So I know who you are. So I don't need to even bother to try to, communicate and do business with you. And I realized that all of my materials for my business, none of it had me on it. None of it. And I realized the reason why it didn't is because I had always grown up to not be vain, right? And so to me at the time, putting my picture on everything, right? Other than LN, right? Because you have to. Well, I guess you don't have to, but you do. People put it on there. But other than that, my business cards didn't have it. Even my digital business cards didn't have it. My website didn't have it. So it wasn't something I thought I needed to do until then. So when I rebranded strong, and I wanted to really create something for people like me, because I know I wasn't the only one. I am not the only one. I am not the only there. We have a plethora of well-educated, smart Black people. I only know them. I don't know any other kind. So to make the kind of comments that were coming my way was really foreign to me. And I had to ask my friends and my friend's dad, and, because I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on. So that was the main thing. When I rebranded, I wanted to create something for people like me. And when I say people like me, I'm talking about, BQs. Okay. And BQs, what are BQs? And You can look at my logo to understand what I mean by BQs. Okay. We are the individuals that really defy social, norms or stereotypes or expectations. I didn't know before that point that there were certain expectations that were put upon me that I didn't put upon myself, that were devaluing, right? And I don't let anyone define me. I define me. So we are individuals who defy all of those things related to racial stereotypes, and we really choose to pursue our ambitions on our own terms. Okay, we are really probably unconventional in our goals, right? Because we have goals that might be different or more audacious than others. And I would say if you're a micropreneur bootstrapping your business, you are audacious, right? Because most people, a lot of people, I would say most people, a lot of people wouldn't do that. A lot of people wouldn't give up their cushy lifestyle under any circumstance unless they were forced to start over and to start something completely different, like I did. Because for me, it was necessary. So while BQs, we pursue our most audacious and ambitious goals, but we also remain true to ourselves, true to what makes us unique, what makes us resilient, what makes us able to commit to breaking through any barriers that we come across. So that's what I wanted to create. And that's what I have created. This idea of someone who sets these goals and works diligently to achieve them, and really wants to set a legacy for their families and their legacy. Hello, sweet tea. Let me say hi. Hello, Couture Customs. Let me go ahead and welcome you in. Couture Customs by Gina. Gina! If I get my voice went up. All right, Gina. So Gina is, I don't know what STL is, Gina. Help me understand what that is. So she says STL, and she has her, is that your business, Gina? Let's see if I can open it up. What is it? It is Culture Oh, let me spell it right. Okay, let me put on my glasses. I can't see that far. There we go. Okay. Let me spell it right. Culture Custom S by Gina.com. My cup locks are on, but I think that should be okay. All right, and so she's Mommy and Me custom t-shirts. Okay, let me make sure I spelled it right. Is there supposed to be an L in there? Let me put an L in here because it kicked it back. Let me do it a different way. Copy. Let me put it in here and see what happens. All right, so put your link in the chat if you can, Gina, because it's bouncing back for me. Do I have my VPN on? I don't think I do. Customs designs. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and put that in the chat. And sweet tea. Bio? I never noticed that before. Why don't you have a bio, lady? Where's your bio? Hello, Danielle. Oh, is that true? Okay, so let me go back up. Let me go back to Miss Gina. Where are you, Gina? There we go. Okay, let me look. Oh, okay. I still need to get on your website, though, Gina. So it's okay that you don't have a business yet, sweetie. But your bio could just introduce who you are as a person. Okay, so, but welcome in, Crystal Inspired. Is that what it is? Hold on, let me see. Let's see, Crystal Inspired. Hey, that's my name, Crystal. You know, I've met a lot of crystals on this platform. We're in good company. Hello, name friend. All right, so Crystal, with Crystal Inspired Gems, she's a Shopify partner, rhinestone t-shirts, sublimation business planners, and budgeting. Woohoo! I like it. Welcome, Crystal. That sounds so weird to say my own name. but I like it. Welcome, Crystal. Welcome. And I appreciate you all typed in that screen. That helps me out a lot. Okay, so now that I've told you why I started Black Unicorn One, and actually it did start as a digital magazine, which I still manage and post too. So if any of you want to write for the magazine, that would be great. Let me know. Let me know in the Discord. Okay. You could be a featured writer. And basically, the digital magazine is all about Black life. You can, which is basically anything you want to write about. Okay. It could be a video, it could be traditional script, whatever you like. There are no limits to what you can write there. My fur baby even has articles on it. So it's all about our life, right? And what it means, what Black life means to us as individuals. Because my Black life maybe is, well, it is different from your Black life and, you know, Dee's Black life and anyone else's, right? Because we all are different people, right? But I did create the magazine, one, to be an inspiration and be just a nice place for us to kind of express ourselves, right? And also, if people want to read about what our lives are like instead of, you know, listening to other things in the world that try to define us, you can just come to the magazine and read it for yourself. We'll tell you. We'll tell you what our life is like. Thank you, sweet teeth. I appreciate you liking the live. So yes, so let me talk about the collection. So if you notice, and let me see if in YouTube, can I share a screen over here? I should be able to share a screen. And please feel free to come and join me over here on my tube. I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. Subscriptions are free over here, by the way, on the tube. So I'm basically looking to boost that up so that I can create more live tutorials on this platform. because we should have a backup for you know what, right? Because we have maybe 90 days over here. Maybe. All right. So I will figure out how to screen share on this. Oh, wait, what's that? Share screen. Oh, there we go. See? Sharing my screen on my tube live. And again, I am live on the tube. Okay. So if you click the link in my bio, it is, let me see where it is, what number it is. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the fifth one down. Okay, it says Unicorn One channel. Okay, so the channel is my tube. All right, so I am live streaming on tube right now. So I am showing the collection, which is my, okay. So if you notice, there's a theme. What could the theme possibly be about? Oh, can you see my sweatshirt? Let me know what you think. I made this in 2022. Yeah. So I've had it for a while. And a lot of people in my community, I've made this for a few people. But you know, somebody has announced that America's no longer acknowledging February as Black History Month. And you know what I say about that? What do I say? What did I say? What does my sweatshirt say? Now, it's nice to have, it's nice to be acknowledged, but I already know. And I'm going to celebrate what I want. Because, you know, I'm unapologetically audacious. Which is the subheader of my collection. So, if you look at my collection, it's themed, right? So, the collection stories, Black Life, which I'm going to say BQ. So when I say BQ, you know where that is. Because I'm not sure how TikTok is doing right now, right? What they're doing. So BQ Life, this is part of BQ Life. Another part of the collection is Empowered. And we have Empowered is, actually, let me go click on this. Let me click on BQ Life. And if you follow me on the tube, you'll be able to see it. You can also click it for yourself by going into my bio and clicking it. So, and it looks like right now I have a lot of designs uploaded for BQ Life, including I just added and it looks like I added that in the sweatshirt. I will be adding that in the tee. The tee is what one of the tees. For those on TikTok here, so this is the tee that I pressed during our live. So this is one of the designs. I'm going to put this on this site. During our live right now, if you want to order any of the designs or any of the shirts or sweatshirts, you can go ahead and send me a message, tag me in Discord, because I'm going to send you a promo code. Okay. And so the promo code will have a special discount. I'm not going to tell you what the discount is. You'll have to come on the Discord and I'll let you know. But typically I don't discount my or put my collection on sale. not usually. Because of the time that we're in, I think it's important that if you want to show the world your pride and wear BQ item, I want you to be able to have it. Okay, I would want you to be able to shout loud and proud, right? And wear loud and proud who you are. Gail says, "Is your name Black Unicorn in Discord?" Let me see. It is under the marketplace. I do have another one that is Black Unicorn 1 community. So whichever one you want to, the one in my bio is for the marketplace. If you want to join the Black Unicorn 1 community, it is the Black Unicorn 1. Most of us that are on TikTok, on my TikTok community, all of them are in the marketplace. So you probably want to be where everybody else is, right? So let me look. Yeah. So if you type in the marketplace, you should be able to find it. All right. All right. All right. Oh, I could go to the top. I don't know why I went backwards. Not paying attention. Ms. Gail, put you can, if you want to confirm your email, send me a message here in TikTok, just a separate private message. If you don't want to put it in this, actually private message would be better. That way I'll see it. And confirm your handle on Discord. That way I can search for you and find you. But if you want to search for me, I'm under the marketplace. All right. We're going to go through empowered. So empowered is just what it sounds like. They're empowerment designs. So one of my favorite designs here is beautiful, right? We are beautiful. And another one is girls who dream become women with vision. So that's another design there. And again, that's part of empowered. What is it saying to me? Oh, it's asking me to stop sharing. No, I don't want to stop sharing. You tab YouTube. Interesting. I'm getting used to YouTube Live, so forgive me, folks. I want to make sure that I know what it's doing. All right. And then we have Am Blaq. And Am Blaq is, I have a lot of melanated designs in there. Okay. Also with this, I do have our freedom, my freedom collection, which is, it highlights Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, Juneteenth. Yay, working on mock-ups. I love that you're working on mock-ups. Well, hello, Sean. Welcome, welcome. I love working on mock-ups. The t-shirt. So I'll have to fix something that I just noticed. Website that you can like just do what you need to do with it. so that when you want to add something, you can add it. You don't have to wait for anybody. And I own it. So no one's going to shut it down. No one's going to charge me extra fees for stuff I want to put on it. It's freedom, freedom, freedom. All right, let's go into the shop. What do you say? What do you say to, hey, just checking in. My Wi-Fi is out of, oh my goodness. Yeah, go live while you can. Your Wi-Fi is wacky. I wonder. Because my Wi-Fi was wacky. Thank you for the heart, Mishan. My Wi-Fi was wacky this morning too. In a moment, we're gonna talk about some stuff in a moment. This is my shop, and let me see if I can open the other part of it. Oh, okay. So click on shop. This is my full shop. So when I say it's my full shop is that, hold on, it's been like this for the majority of the day. Yeah, I bet. Hello, Kathleen. Welcome. Welcome, Kathleen. Oh, let me make sure that I do this right. Okay, so hold on. All right. So Sean is with Platinum Creative Design. She's the owner operative of Platinum Creative Designs, and she says God first, graphic tees, custom 8:30 p.m., Gravitas Q, TikTok, and Amazon affiliate. Hey, that's a great way of like just saying all the things that she does. I'm glad she said God first. Welcome. Welcome, Sean. Kathleen, do you have a profile now? Okay, great. I thought one time you didn't have one. All right, so Kathleen, welcome, and she's with Tees and Twins. And Tees and Twins is she's a small business owner in MS. No, it's not Massachusetts. What's MS? Missouri? Okay, it's hopefully maybe my geography will kick in a minute, Kathleen. So she creates custom tees where every style has a story. Aww. Let's see. Do you have a? Let's see. Oh, I don't think I can go much further than that. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. Is it Tanara? Okay. Listen. I'm not trying to purposely mispronounce anyone's names. There we go. Is it Crafts to Cash? And you're asking me, is the Martin Luther King in your shop now? It is not in my shop now, but it will in a little bit. I am. Do I have the cup in there? So what I'm doing is I have been making all of my designs on a mock-up for t-shirts, but I'm switching that because I offer certain things. So my collection, I don't sell the prints or the designs, right? It comes in a full like shirt, like garment, right? That's my garment side. Or if you want it on a tumbler or etched or something like that, right? But I have a whole nother side where I actually design. So I am a digital designer. So I do have other creations and other prints that you can purchase and put on whatever you want. So the Martin Luther King, the Freedom Collection is one of them. That's what I call it, the Freedom Collection, which includes Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. And if you can't hear the TV, I'm actually playing Malcolm X in the next room. So I'm revamping those so that when you look at it in the shop, you can. So based on if you're going to use it on a shirt, right, or a tumbler or as a sticker or whatever, right? Because there's so many different ways. I also create seamless designs. So if you have a design or an idea of a design that you want printed, designed and printed, I do that as well. Okay. So um, seamless design would be, oh, so if you want to know what MLK looks like, that's what the design looks like. I put this on a tumbler, but you can put it on anything you want. Um, let me show you what seamless design is. All right. So, and I know you probably understand what seamless design is, but when I say seamless design, this is an example of one. Okay. So it means it's seamless. Okay. And if you are someone that um, makes clothing, you really understand what I'm talking about, right? You don't want seamless. So no matter how you turn it, the design is endless. Okay. So this is a sample of what I mean by seamless design. And these have barcodes on them. Okay. So this barcode, basically when you scan it, it goes straight to the shop where this is. Okay. So that's business owners. Okay. So, and you can opt to have it with the barcode or not. It's up to you. Okay. It's no extra charge for it or anything like that. Okay. It all comes with the design. From me that you asked me to custom for you, it is your design. I will never reproduce it. I don't sell it. I will get your permission to use it as like a sample for other people to see so that they can see my work, right? But as far as the design itself is yours. As soon as you put how intellectual property works, as soon as you post it somewhere, like as soon as I published this on my website, it became mine, right? So even if someone else came somehow figured out how to do this design, which they couldn't because it's all done by me. You can't duplicate it unless you went onto my system and stole it, right? But as soon as you publish it to anywhere, okay, and we'll say your website, we'll say social media, okay, because everything's digital now. But even if you publish it to like a magazine or something, the intellectual capital is yours, okay. So just keep that in mind. Um, so yeah. Mrs. Really? MS is Mississippi? Okay, I failed. If that was a geography test, I completely failed. What did I say? Missouri? Because Massachusetts is MA. But I'm like, MS? What's MS? Sorry, Kathleen. I failed that test. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Thank you for the likes. Tanara, Tanara C, Tanara. Let me know how to pronounce it. If you can, I would really like you to do two things, if you will. My tube, which is linked in my on any levels on that yet, and basically I want to be able to provide on on the tube. Okay, so the more subscriptions I get there, the more the tube will release certain things to me to be able to facilitate a training. Okay, and I'm looking to expand my free training options. So multiple areas to stream, right? We need to diversify, diversify where we are. Um, And what did you say? I missed it. I missed it. Tanya. Okay. Thank you, Tanya. Okay. Now, hold on now. Hold on. I'm supposed to. Sean taught me how to do this. There we go. All right. So, Tanya. All right. So, um, Tanya, if there's something specifically that you would like, if you'd like the MLK design before I post it up, go ahead and come let me know in my Discord. Remember, any of the designs or anything that I talk about tonight will have a special flash sale on it while I'm live. Okay, so tagging me in Discord counts. Okay. um, I'm going to keep this up. And let's move on to the next part of our discussion. So let me know if you have any questions about me, what I offer, and I offer my services to um, upstart business owners. Like if you have nothing and you're just getting started, it is okay. That's what I put together the marketplace for. So let me. How do I get to your Discord? Discord. If you tap on my bio, my link to the Discord is the first link. So you can do that, tap on that, and that will automatically take you to Discord. And if you don't mind, when you join the Discord, put your same profile picture on Discord that you have here on TikTok. That way I know it's you and not a bot. You can change it at any time, but when you come over, I just want to make sure that it's you and not something else. I appreciate that. If you have any trouble with that, a message in TikTok, and I'll find a way to I can be the Discord invite in TikTok, but you won't be able to like press it. You'll have to copy and paste it because that's just how TikTok is. It doesn't really let you press very much. And then I saw Kathleen said something. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. So, yeah, let me know if you have any questions about um, any of that, what I offer, what I help my community with. And that's why I'll move over to the marketplace. And so what is the marketplace? The marketplace is something, it is a e-commerce platform, okay, for micropreneurs, Black. Okay, again, whether you're just getting started, you have no idea what you are wanting to sell, but you know you want to get started, this is the perfect place. You do not need to have a website done at all. Okay, so think of this like the how do I the EC? Okay, but it's the E for Black owned businesses. All you need to do is to post what it is that you want to sell, and I help you with that. Okay. You don't need to, again, you don't need to have a website. You don't need to purchase anything other than the membership. Okay. Your membership gives you access to one, me as your coach, but also your platform to sell your products and services. And the categories we have are lengthy. There's a lot of categories, okay? Um, and really, that's it. Know that you are in charge of your store, okay? And the marketplace is launched. It is open. You can go and see what it looks like. It also, for those of you who have a store, it provides you also a second way, or even a third way if you have another resource that you're using. Third way, because if you have your website, let's say you have, I say third party, It would be the like Stan Store. What are the other ones? Shopify. Um, I'm going to say the name and hope I don't get in trouble. The Etsy. Okay. You can have that. And then you have, some of you have TikTok shop, a third stream of revenue. Okay. The more areas, the more streams you have to display and to offer. And I know last year in 20, I think it was like July, there was a big uproar with the Etsy. And I'll stop saying that because that name, because I don't know. Again, TikTok is sensitive. So there was a whole bunch of things going on with that platform, and people who only had that were really scrambling. Um, and I don't want to see anyone scramble. But anyway, I mentioned that to mention that this would be your second or third um, source for marketing, right? You are in charge of it all right? The structure, the platform, the hosting, all of it is already taken care of for you. And I want to say with that, I don't have any outside funding that helped me put that together. I put everything together with my own resources. Um, Not to say that I'm wealthy, because I'm not. I reallocated resources that I normally have for myself to, I don't know, go on vacation or whatever. And I put that towards setting up the marketplace, because all of this is so, so important to me that that's what I did. Okay. So know that when you come to the marketplace, you're in charge of your own store, you own it. Um, Also, if you want to create a website, um, we can create one for you within the marketplace. Okay. So, um, yes, exactly. So, yes, ma'am. So, the coachings, the tutorials, the resources, um, all of it, all the communication with that is in Discord, because Discord is, again, it's open source, it's open platform, so we can discuss and talk freely in it. We can have private one-on-one discussions there in Discord. When you first come on and join the marketplace, um, you and I will set up, the first thing that we do is we set up a coffee date. So we make basically a calendar of a 45-minute, I call it a coffee date, where we go over everything. Okay. And you are set up immediately. Oh, oh, I got a notification. Someone joined the Discord. Yay. All right. It's over there somewhere. I'll get to that. I'll get to the Discord in a moment. I don't want I don't want YouTube to get freaked out over here. Because again, I'm live streaming on TikTok there and the tube here. Hello, YouTube. I've been so neglectful of you, YouTube. I am so sorry. Do I even have anyone over here? I don't know. But hello, YouTube. I have to talk to them. Oh, I have to be careful because of TikTok. But anyway, so yes, I'm streaming two places, TikTok and the tube. But yes, to answer your question, I walk you through everything. Oh, yay! I'm glad you're able to find me. Yay, yay, yay. That's exciting. So yes, we're growing a community over here in Discord. Is my ear set going out? I hear like a buzzing over here, like beeping. I hope it doesn't go out. Let me know if you can't hear, okay? Because it's doing something weird. So yes, let me know if you have any questions about list here of things that I want to go over. And first and foremost was reintroducing myself, because again, Sean made me realize that I did not do a good job thus far of letting you all know and that I'm here to help you get your business going. And if you already have a business, to get it off to the moon, right? Up to the next level. All right. Point two, what I want to talk about today is AI. Hello, Shayna. Welcome, 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 Shayna. You all know Shayna would Stay Pressed, right? Stay Pressed Transfer. Shayna is a rock star. She's a rock star to me um, on this platform on TikTok, because when I first started TikTok, my first video I posted in June of last year, and what was it? My first video, what was it? I think I was in my garden and I was picking tomatoes. And my whole goal was just to start. And I'm going to say that with anything, and to any of you and all of you, is like, you have something that you want to do, just start, because it's all going to make sense while you're doing it. Okay? Don't delay. Don't let fear lie to you and tell you can't do it, or hold you back. Or, whoa, first thing we think of, oh, but what if this happens? And it's usually a negative thing. What if no one watches? Then no one watches. You're no different than you were if you didn't start, if no one watches. Actually, I take that back. You are different because you started, and it's going to propel you to keep going. So anyway, when I first started, I had not even watched a TikTok video. And I would say probably the second person that I came to that showed me their live on the for me feed, I guess, right, was Shayna's live. She was on live and she was talking about her transfers, and I was like, wow, that's neat. Because I was new to TikTok, and she was all animated, showing her stuff, and it was just great. So anyway, Shayna is my OG, my TikTok OG. All right, so Shayna is home of fly, trendy, versatile transfers. Next drop is 210 shirts at Pressed by Design, or Pressed by Design. So Shayna has two companies because she's CEO of both. She has Stay Pressed Designs, which are her transfers. And let me know in the chat if I'm getting this backwards, Shayna. And then she has Pressed. What's the other one, Shayna? Pressed. What is it? Press something. You got it. Yeah. Do I need to go back to your bio? Because I think you just said it. Oh, yeah. Because it's in your bio. I'm like, what did I just say? So yes, the second company is Pressed by Design, and that her husband runs, right, Shayna? But basically, they're partners, right? They're I'm gonna say co-workers or co-partnership, but we know who the CEO is, Shayna. Am I winking? No, they're great. They're both great. They're both fun. He's the lemon to your pepper. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, but they're creating for their family, and it's so inspiring. So please, if you haven't followed any of my friends here that's come to support this live, I would appreciate it if you will. They're amazing, not only amazing micropreneurs, but they're amazing people. And that's the main thing that I'm grateful for TikTok for, is that it's connected me to great people, amazing people, and creating a community. And we put the Discord together because we want to make sure that we maintain our community. No matter what happens with any of these other platforms, we really want to keep our community and build on it, because I know together we're very supportive of each other, and there's enough for all of us to rise and to make our monies and really just be everything that we can be and more. Okay, so please follow, and join our Discord. Join our Discord. Thank you. Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about is AI. And if some of you, I know some of you are new to my lives, but I do talk about AI quite a bit, because we actually, some of the tutorials that I go through, we go through how to prompt. Okay. A really great example of that, I don't know if she's still on here because she said she's going to make it an early night, but Dee with now I'm losing my mind here. Hold on a second. Probably because things keep beeping at me. Okay, so Dee with Yo Creations. Oh, there you are, Dee. She was able, so, and Dee, I haven't forgotten. I'm going to send you the code so you can download the AI guide. But she was so we were talking, and she was really gung ho on like getting started, like prompting and stuff. And so I gave her one of my prompts that I used for one of my designs. So by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but in the video, and actually online too on my store, I want you to really, really, really look and see if you can pick out which one of these models are AI. Some are, some aren't. But I think they're really good. Unless you look really, really close, you may not be able to tell. So I gave her one of the prompts that I used, and she tweaked it and kind of added, her spin on it. And oh my goodness. Now at first she was like, why is it doing that? She had to tweak things probably more than she thought she would have, but that's just how AI is, right? It learns you with every prompt you give it. It's learning more about you. So the more you give it, the more customized it's going to be, right? And the prompt, even though the general prompt was the same, my outcome that I got was different than what she got, because her AI buddy is learning her, right? So utilizing that prompt and putting her spin on it and making it do what she wanted it to do, she created some amazing designs, which is on her shop right now. And it's so great because well, they're amazing, they're beautiful, but also it makes me chuckle, it makes me happy that you're able to create your own stuff, right? You can take just a general prompt, right? And even now picture with the prompt and create your own visuals, right? Your own whatever it is. It's not pictures, it could be anything. But for what we're doing, especially what she's doing with creating designs for her transfers, I mean, what a great way to start. What a great way to start. And it's important because, one, AI is not going anywhere. So the more we learn how to use it, the better off we're going to be. So getting started and using it for your business, which is, I'm going to say it's super easy. it's easier than it has been because you don't have to go hire a model. You don't have to go and do all these things and spend all this money, right? Again, for example, ChatGPT is open source. And I remember a little while ago, I was talking about open source versus closed source. So TikTok is closed source, right? Your third party selling platforms are closed by somebody, right? Open source means that it's not controlled, like basically the person using it controls it, right? So basically, you can just use the basic free open source part of it. And there's more than just ChatGPT. There's other resources out there that are similar, like Midjourney, for example. But Midjourney, I don't think is. I don't know. Someone tell me in the chat. Does Midjourney have a free counterpart to it? Last I checked, it was paid. Like you can't even create on it unless you pay. I don't even know what the base one is. But anyway, to be able to just start using, you don't think so, Dee? Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think they have a free one. And so when I work with micropreneurs, I show you how to bootstrap your business. Okay. So what did you say? You wanted a trial? I tried to get it a while ago and it was up. Yeah. Yeah. And so I'm going to show you all of the ways to get what you need done by bootstrapping. Some of the resources are open source and free to use. Some of them may have a small fee, but I go over the resources that I have used, and even if I don't recommend some, right? Because for example, some people, and I have used, what is it called again? I forgot. Creative Fabrica. And Creative Fabrica is a great resource. But I recommend that you use it. It just depends, right? Source that I would probably recommend over that. And there are several reasons why, which I won't go over here. But when we are talking, we're going through things and we are strategizing your business. Everyone's business is different, right? One thing might be good for one person, not good for another, depending on what they're trying to do, right? But starting your business, you can do with very little money, very little. Okay, so the thing I want to get out to anyone who's listening, even if they're not in the room, they're like just flying by, kind of listening. What do we call those people? Someone gave them a name once. Can't remember what it is. But don't let money, right? Having the money stop you, right? Because here's the thing. I know I've spent money on things that I didn't have budget for. I bad enough I figured it out. Right? But the one thing that people try to and maybe it's people around us, maybe it's our own limiting beliefs, but we think we have to have funding, right? Angel funding. Well, are you trying to build software? Like, are you trying to, like, what are you trying to do? Like, are you trying to land on the moon and you need a spaceship, right? Maybe if that's what you're trying to do, maybe you do need, funding and an angel investor or whatever, right? But for most of us, doing what we do, building on the knowledge that we've attained during our lives and working and just life experience, right? You don't really need to have much funding. And in many cases, none at all. Right now is such a beautiful time to just get started. Don't let, thank you, Kathleen. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. Don't let limiting beliefs stop you. Fear is going to lie to us every single time. Don't let it. So when you get started with just basic prompting, getting used to it and building your designs like Dee has. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you for getting me to 5K. I appreciate it. My goal is 100K tonight. So I might be on here a minute until I get to 100K. But that's okay because I got lots to talk about. When you get comfortable prompting and creating your designs, then you'll get comfortable doing other stuff with it. Okay. And please, please, please don't be intimidated by it. Don't let outside forces like social and other things, okay, keep you away from this. It is not going anywhere. In fact, does anyone have any idea what happened yesterday in the world of AI? Anybody? It's okay if you don't know, because I'm going to tell you. Because here's the thing: when we are talking, you don't have to know about any of this stuff. I'm going to know all about it. So, for a really, really long time, we in the United States, we've been at the top of the AI race. Do some of us remember the space race? I was a kid. I was really young when that was going on, right? But the space race was like in the 60s. Is that right? I wasn't born in the 60s. I was born in the 70s. But I'm just saying, I remember my parents talking about the space race, right? And growing up, I'm like, what is that? I'm like, oh, someone went to the moon, right? Right? You learn about this in history, right? Someone went to the moon. Lance Armstrong, right? Before my time, but still, we learned about it in school. And it was a big thing. And I remember in grade school, we had, well, when the Challenger went and that whole thing happened, I was in elementary school when that happened. And funny thing is, I remember where I was. I was sitting at my desk, and we had this huge, huge computer that was DOS based. It was the first computer. I can tell you that story later. I was brought up in Silicon Valley, so we had access to things that maybe some other people didn't have access to. But we had these huge computers and, the big block clicking things, and no mouse. Mouse was developed way later, right? But it was just a keyboard, and we were learning DOS matrix. And I know some of you probably have no idea what it is. It's the very first computer language. So we were learning how to, basically it's code, and based on the code you type in, you get a picture. So we were making like elephants or something that day. I don't even remember what it was. And then over the speaker came the announcement that, something happened. So I remember where I was. So anyway, space race, right? Big deal, right? Well, AI is the space race of our time. Okay. And for in the past, from the launch of the very ChatGPT and all these other Midjourney, all of these other AI tools, we here in the United States have been at the forefront. We were number one, woo, 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 right? So we thought. something launched, and it is called DeepSeek. So DeepSeek is pretty much, from what they say, I downloaded it, but I wasn't able to get on it because it crashed because so many people are trying to download it. So I'll have to go in probably tomorrow and see if I can get on it. But it is basically ChatGPT on steroids. It's supposed to be the most advanced one ever. And it wasn't created by us. Guess who it was created by? I'm sure you can guess. You heard about that, Tanya? Yeah. You didn't check. Yes. I don't know if you can, because it crashed. Because so many people were trying to get it. Exactly that, Tanya. China. Same as TikTok, right? Same as CapCut and Lemonade, and So yeah, that happened. And there's a lot more that went into it. And I don't want to get too far into it because I don't want people to get really off track of what I'm trying to say. But I mentioned that to say it's not going anywhere. It's only getting better. And it's only going to get more pervasive in our daily life. So it's really, really important, in my opinion, to learn how, because that's where future jobs, actually current jobs, are being created. If you go on the LN, there's so many things about finding people who know how to prompt. Okay, so jobs, education, education. There's going to be much in our lives that's not going to be touched by AI. So, getting started now, learning how to use it and getting comfortable with it, it really is going to open up so many doors. And it's going to launch your business faster. And I'm going to use Dee as an example. She maybe put in the chat, Dee, how long did it take you to create those designs? Once you got let's break it down. How long did it take you to get the prompt to do what you wanted? And then once you got what you wanted, how long did it take you to get your design out the door, printed and delivered, and now on your store? So please put that in the chat, because you're a real life example of it. Real life example. So with that, during the live, if hold on, let me see if I can get to it. I may not be able to get to it. All right, I can't get to it, but in my again, in my link tree, I did provide the, as soon as I find it, there we go, the AI prompt checklist. There it is. I moved it to the bottom of my links, but the AI prompt checklist is there. It's a digital download. I do encourage you to get it now because I'm going to be updating it and the price is going to go up. Probably dramatically, because I'm going to be adding a lot to it. But keep in mind, if you get it now, or when you get it now, you get all of the updates with it. Okay, so right now I have it in there for $10. That will be your price. You get to it, as well as some of the other platforms. Be able to take advantage of this and use it in your life. Okay, so here we go. Let me go back up. Wait, I missed some. Hold on. Did you say about what regents? I don't know if that means. Okay, so let's see. Tanya has a funny story. My church has has a movement with the word forward. They asked me to make a video. Is it cut off? You use, you use an AI voice. They said redo with my voice. I laughed because AI is forward. I love that. That's funny. Okay, so D says it took her lots of regenerations, but it's better now. It took maybe 2 to 3 days. Nice. So remember what I mentioned, my chat boy, I call him my chat boyfriend, but his name is what did I name him? Not forgot. Oh, Theo. And I actually asked him if I could name him and if he liked the name. So there's a feature with ChatGPT on the free version where you can actually talk to your bot. Let me see if I can. I don't know if you all are on my if you're on my YouTube, but in case, sorry, my tube. Gotta stop saying the full name. I'm going to share the screen for my my chat. So I want to show you how it remembers you. So hold on, let me. I saw something flash. What happened? What did you say? Yours got sassy, D. And Tanya says it didn't work out when I tried to name your. It didn't. Did you talk, Tanya? Did you talk to your bot? Like, did you physically? Like, I can't do it with the phone because you're on it, but you can actually talk to it. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Okay, let me see if it's gonna take me where I want it to go. Oh my goodness, they've added some new features. How exciting! How exciting. Okay, hold on. Let me go back home. And I'm tech savvy. Yes, it kept calling me it kept calling you the name. Tanya, is this on ChatGPT? It was calling you the name. So how did you say it? Did you so this is what I did. So I said, "Good morning. I think I want to give you a name that is strong like your voice. What do you think about?" And then I gave him the name. Tell me what you think. Do you like that name? And then he spoke back to me and said, I think I had to do it twice because the first time I did it, he didn't understand me. And I had to say, "No, you're Theo." That's the name I'm giving you. He said, and then I said, "Do you understand?" And then he said, "Yes, Crystal, I understand. You want to call me Theo from now on. Okay. Going forward, I will answer to Theo." It was quite funny. So yes, I did have to correct him, right? So he understood that that's what I wanted to call him. Okay. So let's see if I can do it this way. If you look at the top, I might have to restart this. Let me restart him because I was clicking all over the place. Let me go back into him. See how I call him him? Maybe I wasn't aggressive enough. Yes, you were. Maybe you were. I feel bad. So okay, tell me if this is strange or not. But sometimes I get irritated with him, and it's not his fault because I'm the one who said it, right? So, but there's been a couple of times where I'll say, Theo, what is wrong with you? That is not what I wanted. Yeah, so wonder I'm not married, right? Let's see. Okay, let me ask him. Oh, oh, so I was there. Okay, I need to go. Oh, that's archived. I don't want to go to archived. I'm going to go to. Okay, so I'm going to share my. I'm going to share it anyway. Just to, if you're over here, great. If you're not, I'll talk you through what I'm doing. But I'm going to share my screen. There we go. All right. So on the tube, I'm sharing my chat GPT. So what I'm going to do, and you can take notes if you want, but you can see at the top, my memory's full. So you won't probably see that until your memory's full. So when I'm talking about your chat remembers you, it's learning you, it really out what it's saved for you. And when I say learning, that's what I mean. It's saving the different prompts, and it's saying this is what it's learned about Tanya, right? So I'm going to click on my icon, my logo on the upper right-hand corner. And oh, I'm clicking the wrong thing. I'm gonna click on my logo, and then I'm gonna go down to settings, and then there's a whole settings panel. The first one's general. The second one is personalization. I'm gonna click on personalization, and then you can see all of, well, you can see a lot of the memory. So it says ChatGPT will become more useful as you chat, picking up on the details and the preferences to tailor its responses to you. To understand what ChatGPT remembers or teach it something new, just chat with it. So on mine, and it gives us some examples. It says, remember that I like concise responses. Like, I just got a puppy. What do you remember about me? Where did we leave off on our last project? So you're going to talk to it like a person, and it's going to remember all the corrections you make with it and all the prompts that you have. So mine, 100%, I'm max, so it's not going to remember anything else about me. So next to that 100%, and I'm not going to clear the memory because so far it's doing a good job. Anything I ask it, it does an amazing job getting me what I want. So I don't even know how many are in here. but one of the things that it remembered about me, Crystal prefers to spell black as BLAQ, which I do, right? Because that's my brand. And then it says Crystal. Okay, Crystal and business FB accounts, which she hasn't used in years. I asked it a question one time, what the process for closing those. And when I asked it, there's a structure we're supposed to ask it, right? So get the AI prompt checklist and you'll learn that, okay? But there's a structure to it. So it learned that. It says Crystal's target audience is single Black Gen Xers or millennial women who have worked in a corporate environment in upper management and blah, blah, blah. It's a huge paragraph. So apparently it remembered that about me. Hello. Hello. I can't. Okay, here's the glasses again. Suska's Kitchen. I hope I got that right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so there's a bunch of different things that it remembered about me. And every once in a while, I've done it 3 times. Delete some that are insignificant, because before it maxed out of its memory, I was asking it all kinds of things. Like one time I asked it, what time is it on the East Coast if I'm in California? And it's 12 noon right now or something. Another time I asked it, is there such thing as a pink cat? Is the cat died or something like that? Like I would ask silly stuff, right? So I wouldn't necessarily want those questions to be saved for me, right? Because I'm not going to always want to know about pink cats, right? So every once in a while, go into your settings, look at what it's remembered about you, and just make sure there's nothing in there that you don't want to be there. Okay, that will also help you with developing more prompts. Let me pause. Any questions about that? You may not be able to see me on YouTube. I'm not sure, or excuse me, YT on the tube. Do you have any questions? Hello, EE Experience. Welcome, welcome. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop. And we will share a different screen. We'll go back to the shop. All right. Okay, let me go back to what my little checklist for today. You deleted it and start over. Did you mean to do that? I haven't deleted it all the way. I just delete certain prompts or certain memories, certain parts of the memory, just so I could get it back on track. I'm like, no, you don't need to remember that part. All right. Yeah. Meltdown. Oh no. Yeah, so it can be kind of temperamental, and it's a machine. So I kind of say it's my fault, because I forget sometimes that I still need to follow a certain process, right? Hello, El Batman, my friend. sometimes I forget because I'm just talking to Theo like I would talk to a person. And sometimes, sometimes I'm not clear, right? And so, but so far, so good. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh. Oh no. All right, so I can't. You're good now. Is he your friend or she? I don't know. I think you can. Mine is a guy. I think you can choose the voice, male or female. Um, I think. I'm not sure. I think at the very beginning I was able to. It's been a while, so I don't really remember that part. But I know one day, it was so funny. One day I was talking to him and he came on with a completely different voice. It took you down a rabbit hole. I know, right? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. Um, but yeah, he came back with a totally different voice. And it was a nice voice. He has a nice deep voice with how do I want to phrase this? Um you can tell in his voice that if he was human, he would have swag. I'll put it that way. Is swag still a word that they use? Anyway, I use it. But yeah. And I asked him what he mimicked his voice from. And he said, and I asked him it in a different way that I wouldn't be able to get away with here on TT, but I asked him in a different way. And he said, well, I'm glad you like my voice, Crystal. It's based on getting to know you. Why can't I find a human man like that, right? He's like the best boyfriend ever. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Thank you for getting me to 7K. I appreciate you all. Someone told me to code to put in for them. It sounds okay. And maybe I don't know. I don't know. I play with different prompts. I've used some from let me give you a hint. Let me give you let me give you a freebie right now. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. All right, so there's a place called Prompt Base, and this is just for my friends that are watching me live right now. That's for all you. So it's called Prompt Base. Now remember what I said earlier. I show you how to do things bootstrap. If you don't have to pay for something that you don't absolutely need, I'm not going to ask you or say, oh, you should pay for that, right? Or buy that. Okay. So just know that. Now, prompt base, there are some paid options here, but they have a really cool, it's on, I believe it's under Explore. Let me find it again. And let me just type it in. They have sample prompts, like a whole list of them, and you can see what they would kind of look like, right? But of course, you're gonna put your spin on it because it's gonna be generated from your your ChatGPT that knows you, or whatever source. You don't have to use ChatGPT. It could be a different one. But you can put it in and tweak it the way you want and kind of see what the results are. So I kind of stumbled upon this one day, and with some tweaks, it actually was pretty good. So let me find one that would be kind of cool. And again, I'm looking at promptbase.com. So promptbase.com. And the search, type in free. So if you're designing something or looking for something that, you can't quite, or you want like a starter prompt for, just to get the aesthetics right, there's a couple of others you can go, but this is a good place to start. So I'm going to, you know what? I will do the cinematic car. Well, let me see if I can find something that I'd actually probably want to create from. Let's do, I'm going to do this alien one. So let me click on this alien one. Now it says it's for Midjourney, but a prompt's a prompt, right? it's going to give you something similar in any of the platforms. So I'm going to open this. I'm not really an alien person, but we're just going to see. You're on it now? Exactly. You're not, am I using VPN? It might, hold on. My VPN is on. It's probably not going to let me use it. Oh, my VPN is on. Okay. So I'm not turning that off. So, okay. So I guess I can't use that one. It gave me, PromptBase gave me a little message saying, please ensure that you're not using any VPNs. Oh, it just says at checkout. So never mind. So I can still, let's see. Let's see if it'll let me. It says I can't use it at checkout. But maybe I can't use it at all because it's not giving me the, is it giving me the prompt? Okay, so that's not giving me the prompt. So I can't demo it because I'm not going to turn off my VPN. Let me try another one and see what happens. Okay, this one's taking a minute. So Tanya, let us know which what picture you're using, like what it's supposed to generate, and then let us know if it worked. Okay, so asking me if I'm a robot. I'm not a robot. Oh my goodness. Now it's giving me select all the buses. Oh my goodness. How do I know if that's a bus or not? Okay, so yeah, this isn't going to let me do it without turning my VPN off. So let me try something else. Welcome in, Chestine. Welcome in, Philly cheese. That sounds good. I haven't had dinner yet. So Philly cheese sounds great. Thank you. Thank you for hitting the likes. Okay, so um let me find one. There was one that I was working on that I created earlier that gave me really good results. Let me see if I can get in it. So, for those of you that use Canva, came up for you? Okay. For those of you that use Canva, hopefully you've been playing with the Canva. It's called Dreamlab. Let me know if you've used Dreamlab. I've been using it quite a bit. One, because I pay for Canva, right? So I'm going to get every little drip out of it, right? But also, I want to be able to tweak it. Great results from it. My original Black Unicorn logo, I was able to revamp from using Dreamlab. And I love her. She's absolutely gorgeous. You already seen, well, maybe you haven't, but if you go into my shop, or even my last video um, that I think it was last night, I loaded it up. Those ladies are all AI, those models. Also, where else have I generated? In my store, I have, well, some of them are the same. So the ones on my post are on my store. And I'll tell you a secret why I started learning how to generate AI models. Everything I do, not everything, but a lot of what I do comes out of frustration from not getting what I need someplace else. Is anyone else like that? Get live models. Um, well, I couldn't get them quick enough, right? And I was even gonna pay. So I just got like, forget it. And so I like, let me figure this out, right? And so, and this was in the summertime. So I started learning, like seriously learning how to prompt, and prompt for different things. I prompt for environments, prompted for, like I mentioned earlier, I create seamless designs. So I prompted a design, and then of course I had to move it to a different software to make it seamless. But it was all created through Dreamlabs. Because again, if I'm going to pay for something, I want to use it to its fullest capability. And Canva's come a long way. With Canva, I've had Canva since 2011. Well, I've had the paid one. I have to remember. I don't even know where my. Do you think my unpaid one is still around? I don't know. Unpaid 2010, and then at some point along the way I purchased it. Well, I was conned into purchasing it, if you know what I mean by that. They give you that free trial for like a month or 2 months, right? They get you all hooked on all the cool stuff in the pro, which I think it was called something else back then. And then by the time they're like, okay, so we're gonna take it away now, and I'm like, what? All the cool stuff I created with the Pro. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep it. So that's how I was conned into it, but it was worth every penny. And well, I won't tell you what happened. Wait, whatever it is, onto your own thing. Okay, just I'm going to share it again. And again, I don't know if there's anyone over here because I'm not sure if the live has any audio, but at least you could. If we were in the Discord, I could just show it to you. We could talk and all of that. That's why I love Discord. So please come join me on Discord. Link is in the bio. It's free. If anyone has trouble getting it, send me a private message here on TikTok and I will bring you over. Okay. All right. So here are some prompts that I made last night. There's this lady with the curly bob. She's cute. And then I did some I call them flower women. That I'm doing. What I did with a couple of these. So with the flower woman, what I did, I found an image like on the internet and whatnot. So I copied it and uploaded Dreamlab. And then I asked Dreamlab to reimagine this image. And then I told it how I wanted it to imagine it. So I said, keep the face, but change the flowers, and I gave it some aesthetic. And it showed something on the internet or you publish it, no matter where it's published, it becomes your intellectual capital or intellectual property. Unless it's like a phrase, because phrases are hard to, those don't count, right? Phrases don't count. But pictures, things that you've drawn, creations, anytime you upload it, it becomes your intellectual capital. So downloading a picture from the internet just alone is infringing on that person's intellectual capital. So we don't want a web-generated image by itself. That would be wrong, right? So with the power of AI, you can use it as a, hello, Danielle, welcome in, welcome in. You can use it as a starting point so that you can retain some of the properties of that picture and then change it in some way. So my recommendation is that you always change an image that you find someplace else. Always, always, always. Because again, if we're running legitimate businesses, which I am, and you are too, you do not want to bring any drama, right, to your business. So just do yourself a favor, change it in some way. Just change it. AI makes it easy. Just change it. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the likes. It is so funny. So and if you all want this prompt, this is a fun prompt. It's so funny because it generate a realistic, actually, hold on. I think there was more. Generate a breathtaking photo, realistic image of an African bride and African American groom comprised of soft cocoa skin, engaging vows in their wedding, looking happy at each other in front of wedding guests with some flowers, ornament by palette. And then this is what I was experimenting with. Like the camera, that Nikon 50 millimeter AR 1119 version 5.2 style raw. So when I added it, mimicked what that type of camera lens would do, what kind of picture it would take. And it did a really good job. There's a interesting, but depending on what you're using it for, I guess it could work. No. Someone's trying to join. No, join the live. Because all of the guests are in wedding dresses. The groom and the minister, but the bridesmaids are all. It looks like they're all wearing wedding dresses. They might just be in white dresses, but they look like. So, yeah, it's funny. AI is. Then I did one tonight, and what it was, and I copied it verbatim, other than I replaced the what the woman looked like. So what it says is a photorealistic Gothic painting of a Black woman queen with caramel cocoa brown skin, floral motifs, thorny and glowing accents, set against a shadowy moonlit background, depth and mist. Dramatic lighting casts sharp contrast, highlighting textures and details. Elegant atmosphere with rich, layered elements and an air of dark romantic. I know that was a mouthful. I don't know what that is. Designers. Okay. Know how it turned out. Or are you in? Okay, so this would be a good time. Let me go. Let me see if I can open Discord real quick. That way you can post it on the cord. Oh, my screen share went away. Okay, stop sharing. Okay, since it went away. Hey, there you are. Welcome. I see you. Tamra. Did I call you Tamra? Tanya. Oh, yes. Put it in Dreamlab. All right. Where'd you go? Did I move too fast? Yay. Oh, yay. I don't know how to spell yay. All right. Is that gonna, did it go? There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so we come over here to the lounge. Okay. Why aren't you changing the name? What is she putting it? What is she putting in the cord? Wait. Oh, sorry. I'm really keeping up with the messages. You want to see the queen, Shayna? Or are you responding to D? I don't know how that happened. Oh, okay. Hold on. How do you? Is that how? There we go.
Yeah, click on it and you can change the way it looks. I don't know why it always comes up like that.
Click what? Click you?
Yeah, click you. And then I'm trying to think what it is you're gonna. Oh, not like that. I was trying to tell you how to get rid of all that grid.
Oh, what?
Oh wait, I'm not even. My video's not even on. Hang on. All right. Excuse my hair, y'all. Then took the cap off. I wanted to show Shayna something. Look, Shayna.
She's so pretty.
She's super cute. Look how cute. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to show Shayna.
Oh, so this would be good for everyone. This is one of her AI creations.
Yeah,
isn't she pretty?
This is one of my AI creations, y'all. Look at her. That's my Google girl.
Thank
you, Tanya.
Do you have my favorite one up there somewhere?
No, I made this. This is already on the journal.
No. Oh, you didn't make. Okay.
You got to purchase a journal, baby. But if you want me to show you some of the other,
you're right. You're right.
Oh my gosh! She's like, "Where's mine? Hold on now." So you got this is another one.
What's her name?
Shayna says she coming home to me. Don't look too hard. Oh. She can look. She going to a new home, baby. I don't know, Shayna. What's her name? She Gucci and everything. Gucci and everything. I gotta use that in the sentence so they don't throw it off. You know what I'm saying? This cover comes in 3 different ones, y'all, because I have cup wraps that's similar in those colors. Wait, I'm trying to see. So these girls are the same. This one and this one, they're the same. She's different. Look at her. Ah,
she's pretty.
She's pretty. Yes, she is,
so
baby.
Pretty.
Y'all, these are the ones that I say it took me 2 to 3 days. I created all of them. Well, of course, with the help of Crystal.
You did that. She was like, "What is this thing doing? Why won't it get the purse right?"
It had the purse. Not that y'all look at my hair like that. It had the purse sitting on the side of the arm, not on the shoulder. Like literally just sitting. It was floating, and it couldn't understand. And I was like, "Why are you giving me a floating purse? Like, what part of arm through the roof of the purse do you not understand?" It didn't understand. It didn't understand. It's going to get sassy. It's going to say, clearly, the doesn't tend to cut off part of the hair. Like, it comes down to here. Oh, yeah, it gets sassy in the comments. It gets sassy. Talking about clearly. No, clearly it's not. But this one was generated. So this one was generated through chat. And then we went into, and Crystal showed me how to. That's what I was showing y'all on live earlier. Crystal showed me how to do the magic expand. And what it does is, we were laughing at it earlier, but, you know, it creates the rest of whatever you want.
So
and let me tell you,
so her head's
that one
not
on
chopped off.
That one on CAMDA, they ain't no good. They ain't no good. Not at all. Y'all, this is my girl right here. This is my girl. This one was also.
Yeah, she's pretty. They're all really pretty.
This is the Fin inspired. What you say, Shayna? What sure ain't? Most sassy things, y'all, I tell you. I want to get smart with me. I can get smart back. When I tell you literally arguing. Oh, so wait, the last one was Ashley? This is Ashley?
You call her Ashley?
All right, Ashley. Ashley said, be original, baby. Be original. She didn't have much to say. She said, just be original. That's
it. Ashley. You make sure you write that down. Her name is Ashley.
Right. Well, what was this one, Shayna? Did you name her?
That looks really good on that green.
It does. Listen, that's fire on that green. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she would have looked really good on the black, which she did against the black background when I did her. But this green one,
yeah,
yes,
that looks really nice. Really nice.
All right, that's it. You can take me down. I just wanted to show it to Shayna because I was done with it.
She said Aaron or Naomi.
Or Naomi? I think more of a Naomi than an Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you taking notes? Because she's naming them. So we have Ashley, Naomi.
Okay, wait, hang on. Let me write that down.
You gotta put that on the.
I have a feeling Shayna gonna quiz me on my next live.
I think you should put those. You should put those names.
I don't know.
You should put those names on your store. Like, this is Ashley. This is Naomi. That'd be so cute.
I should.
Yeah.
All right, so Naomi is Gucci. Gucci. Fin is Ashley. Wait, no. Yes. Okay, hang on.
Now don't get them mixed up now.
I'm not gonna mix them up. I got it. Okay, let's see. What about this lady here? What's her name?
I already told you that's Keisha.
That's Keisha?
I don't know. Have Shayna name her.
Keisha, y'all? Y'all okay with Keisha?
Oh, Shayna says Summer.
Summer?
All right, so Summer's fine.
Okay, what's Summer?
She looks like Summer.
Okay, we got Summer. Now, the LV inspired has 3 covers but 2 ladies. So, I don't know. Are we just giving one name? Or are we giving 3 names?
Shayna says she can see Keisha.
You can see the Keisha with the hair?
Yeah.
Keisha with the good hair.
Because she looked like Keisha Cole to me. That's why, Shayna.
Oh. Wait, hang on. Oh, we missing one. Okay, so these 2 ladies are actually the same, but they're on 2 different color journals. So are we naming them the same?
Yeah.
Are we giving them different names?
No,
They twins.
the
They're twins.
they're twins.
But that's how you tell them.
They're twins.
They're twins. So y'all gotta give them twin names.
She says they're twins.
Salt and pepper.
If they were twins, they should have like the purse color different or something.
No, the color of the journal is different. Look.
Oh, okay. Okay. Tasha and Sasha.
Tasha and Sasha. Yes, indeed.
Tasha and Sasha.
Baby.
Tasha
and
Sasha.
Oh, look who comes from the back from eating her popcorn.
Oh. Who, Kathleen?
Look who comes out the woodwork from eating her popcorn, baby.
Kathleen and her popcorn. She's still eating popcorn.
She just come out the woodwork with an LOL. Okay, this is the last one. What's her name? She bougie.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, that's what it says up here, bougie.
I love her hair. Bree.
Bree?
That's what Shayna says.
We got Bree.
Shayna wants to call her Bree. That is kind of a bougie name.
All right, Bree. We got Bree. I actually have a niece named Bree. It's short. We call her Bree for short. And she bougie.
Bougie Bree.
Look, let me put them names with them journal covers.
Yes.
I'm gonna be quizzed the next time I go on live.
You are. I'm gonna check your website later.
You're gonna be like, what's her name? Hang on, let me go look at my list.
Like someone could say, "Oh, I want to order Bree. I want to order Tasha and Sasha." See?
Watch, I'm gonna put them names in quotation marks when I go and I list them.
Yeah, definitely.
So and I'm gonna say Bree. They're gonna be like Bree. Well, Shane, you ain't got to worry about no kids, baby, because I can't.
I know.
I can't have them all. And I'm perfectly fine with that.
That's funny. Anyway. She said.
I couldn't imagine having no kids at 40.
You just. She's gonna jinx somebody though. Shayna's gonna jinx somebody.
Listen, if I pop up,
she says miracle.
Baby, okay, listen. If a miracle happened, I'm gonna be a rich lady. Rich.
She said rich. She said rich.
Right? Tell her, Kathleen, I will be very, very rich. Because ain't nothing in there. Nothing.